It's Joe. Do you find yourself racking your brain, wondering what the next cool thing to say is? Do you find yourself needing to think of something extremely witty and cool and clever and funny to catch the attention of maybe a special girl or whoever? Yeah? Do you wish you were more witty and charismatic in general? Well, if you do, then this is the video for you. Listen, normally before I make some video for you guys, I prepare myself with maybe some bullet points or some extreme points that I want to say, but not today. All right, and you're gonna see why. All right, as you see in the title of this video, this is my number one tip for verbal game: is to let go. Let go of anything pre-prepared that you have to say. Right? If you see a girl in the daytime or in the nighttime, I don't want you to think of anything to say. Just as an exercise to try this, maybe for an hour or so. Don't think of anything except hi or excuse me, right? And then from there, I want you to just trust in your faculties and trust in your brain that you're gonna think of something good enough to say. Alright, this exercise will help you eliminate hesitation. It's going to make you come across as more authentic, which is amazing. And it's also, your interactions are just going to be way better. Alright? Authenticity is massively underrated in the seduction community or whatever the fuck we're calling it these days. Alright? When we come up with these clever witty things to say, and I mean there's plenty of material on this, the best openers. It's a great place for beginners to get started who are absolutely terrified of approaching in the first place. Alright, it's a nice little crutch for them, but absolutely a next step for you to improve your verbal game and to hook people in a lot more consistently is to do what I just said. Alright? Here's an exercise. If I'm hesitating too much and I'm thinking of the best thing to say, this is really going to impress her, this clever little line, I'd scrap it. If it's been in my mind for more than 5 seconds before I approach, I scrap it because it's going to come across as canned and cheesy and inauthentic. Alright? So what I do instead, I just say, excuse me. I focus only on the best angle of approach and good eye contact and excuse me, and that is it. Right? And from there, I trust in my faculties. I'm telling you, it's going to be more authentic. It's going to be more successful, and you are going to surprise yourself. Okay? And here's the reason why. Our brain has it wants to protect us. It wants to protect us from physical danger, but also embarrassment. Alright? Probably if you've seen any material about approach anxiety, including our free ebook, How to Conquer Social Anxiety, you'll know this. Alright? That's why it stops you from approaching in the first place. Because it wants to protect us from potential embarrassment. Right? So what happens if we just focus on doing the approach and that's it, as quickly as possible before our brain has time to make excuses, right? And then we do manage to stop them and say hello or excuse me. Well, now the best thing our brain can do to stop us from embarrassing ourselves is to actually come up with new things to say. And it will. When we let go of crutches and can lines, we come across as more authentic. Maybe you've seen some coaches in the past actively tell you that it's okay to be I ran out of things to say. I didn't really know what to say, but I just knew I had to speak to you. Alright? And for the longest time, I thought that's just a weak thing to do, and it's lame. But don't underestimate the power of honesty and authenticity. Perhaps you've been fucking drunk in the club and suddenly you've like got all these amazing things to say and you're funny and you're witty and you're just like this new person who's incredibly charismatic. This is because your alcohol, it robs you of your inhibitions, it robs you of caring about how good the thing that you have to say is. And then you just come out with whatever is on the top of your head, okay? And people like it because they can see that it is authentic, all right? Now, if you want to be as like charismatic as your drunk self all the time, I urge you to practice this exercise which I'm suggesting to you, all right? Now, just like any new social thing that you're trying, you're gonna feel like resistance to doing it at first. But the more you do it, the more you see that it actually works pretty well, the better you're going to feel about doing it. And pretty much you're going to want to do it all the time. You're going to realise that you never need to think of something clever to say again, and it's going to change your entire life. Question is, are you brave enough to try it the first time? I hope so. This has been Joe, filming you from some shopping mall in Indonesia. Why on earth would I be here, eh? I think we all know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of the content if you tried it out, and I'll speak to you real soon.
If you've enjoyed this video, then we have got a free download for you. Go to the description and download your free PDF, which is called How to Conquer Social Anxiety. It's got loads of extra great tips and techniques that you can use to smash your anxiety to pieces and become that strong, confident guy who knows how to command a room, approach women, or just get what he wants from life.